visitation and custody rights that we're going to look at. It's part of challenges that single parents face. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you for visiting again. If this is your first time, please click subscribe and the bell icon. One thing I like to clarify before we carry on is the visitation rights and the custody right that I was talking about would mostly relate to the part of the country or world that I live in. So for everybody, you would need to probably look at the country, the nation, the part of the world you are, to see what kind of laws are in place for visitation and custody rights, because it might differ to where I am. But one thing that stands is for us to each honor and respect visitation rights and custody rights, and also be a positive contributor into the life of our children and not use them as a tool. Today we're going to quickly look in this video, we're going to quickly talk about finance and financial settlement and arrangement before finally divorcing, or sometimes the financial arrangement that should be in place. For most of us, especially for the people that were abandoned, sometimes it might not be so easy to have a financial arrangement sorted because the guy or the other person has actually left. And also for people that are doing private businesses or have their own business, sometimes it might be very hard to do a financial arrangement or settlement or agreement with them, because sometimes people play smart and tell the taxpayer or the tax office or the child support in the part of country that I live in will be child support agency. They will tell them they don't have a job, and because there's no record on the system to say they have a job, they do get away without paying any kind of contribution towards the children, towards the upkeep. But I'm going to quickly look at actually people that are employed and their record shows with the appropriate authority that they're working, and they will be able to be chased up properly in the normal way by either the court or children's services. I know nobody really goes into marriage to actually get a divorce after. Even for people that sign prenuptial agreements, what I find as time goes on is people don't really go into marriage and thinking I'm going to divorce. But sometimes things happen and divorce comes up. But what am I looking at today? When such happens, we get quite emotional. We get quite disappointed. There's a lot of emotion that goes through us. So because of that, sometimes we don't remember to actually sort finances, and we don't remember to do the financial arrangement and settlement properly. But what I'm going to suggest to us in this video is, if a divorce is actually taking place, is actually being petitioned, it would be wise of any of the partner to ensure that financial settlement and arrangement is included in that process. So you might say to me, what are financial settlement that should happen, or that should happen in divorce or during the process? One that is called matrimonial assets. Matrimonial assets are the things that you have acquired together during your marriage: the family home, the estate, the pensions, the savings, the cash in bank, the value, the vehicles, even a lot of things, the business. Most people that are married do business together. There will be other assets that you would know. I would say be very, very cautious. Don't let the emotion carry you over, that you forget to actually process your settlement in a proper way. Marital asset has to be included in a divorce, so that everybody can go away not feeling cheated, because sometimes that happens easily because one is emotional and one is quicker or kind of more aware and has actually put all these things in their own case without the other person doing so. So they are able to go away with as much as they can. And also the other important thing that I would say we have to remember to put in place is the childcare. Most of us, especially people from Africa, when things like this happen, the divorce happen, it might be that because you're so emotional, you don't remember to think and say, how do we take care of the child? And sometimes some of the partners, like I said at the beginning, they are self-employed, and because they have their own business, sometimes are not regulated properly by the authority or by the tax office. Nobody is actually able to monitor their income. So in this case, the other partner or the other person might be left with such financial stress from the children, and also probably the matrimonial asset that has been acquired because the other person has been smarter and gone away with everything that was acquired, even in the matrimonial. So some people actually apply for spouse sponsors, a spouse payment. But even if you're not applying for spouse payment, one thing I would specifically hammer on is ensure you that your financial matrimonial asset is actually looked into, so that you don't end up with 20 years, 30 years of debt, while the other person actually has cut away and gone away with everything that you have acquired in the matrimony because they were smarter, or because they were less emotionally affected. But when it comes to childcare, I would advise everybody to ensure that this is included, so that the children are well catered for, even while both partners are not together anymore. The proper care, because it's so hard for a single parent to provide adequately for a child, especially if the other partner has taken advantage and gone with all the matrimonial assets. So my advice is in everyone, if God forbid that we need to have a divorce, but if it's going on and somebody is leaving somebody and somebody is suing for divorce, please don't get it too emotional that you forget to include your financial settlement and agreement. It is very important. And then after that, even if there will be reconciliation, if there will be anything, everybody has got a financial power to move on, because what most of single parents suffer after divorce is the financial stress that they've been saddled with by the other partner that has left. Before I go, I know Philippians 4:19 says, my God shall supply all my needs. I know my God shall supply all our needs, because African usually will say, oh, I leave it to God. That's fine to leave it to God, but make sure you sort your financial agreement out properly. Also, Luke 14:28 says, would a man, this is me paraphrasing, would a man, when a man is planning to build, he would first of all look at the cost of that building. So in the case of divorce, separation, or even abandonment, you're going to start to build a new life. Not only would you be building a new life, you're going to be building those children. So you need financial support. You need to have a financial arrangement in place so that those children can become a solid foundation. Not only a solid foundation, but not a solid foundation that has been ruptured or destroyed because of lack of financial balance. Thank you for listening to me again today. Please feel free to drop your comments, drop your suggestion, and also please click on the subscribe button to subscribe to our channel. Not only subscribe, click on the bell so that when we drop another video, you'll be notified. Thank you for coming in to us again today. God bless you. Bye.